Hey YouTube, it is King here, and here we are in draft number 17 of my race to Mythic, kind of grind to Mythic if you will, and yeah, let's just dive right in. Okay, as we open up our pack 1 pick 1 here, just would like to remind everyone that if you do enjoy my content, we'd like to see more of it. Hitting the little subscribe button would really help me out, as well as help you out, be able to find my videos and be able to see them as soon as they're released. Anyway, getting in here. So we have Welcoming Vampire, the 3-mana 2/3 flyer that whenever one more creature enters with power 2 or less, you draw a card. It only is activated once a turn. The card is pretty good. It's good with Suitor. We're not going to get that one back. Might get Minister back and kind of be this. Usually it ends up being like Mardu Vampires. Another good card is Bleed Dry. It is double black though. And I have noticed we're going to be 3 colors. Being double anything is very difficult. So we're going to take Vampire, be sad we're passing Suitor, hopefully get back Minister from this back. Okay, so we have Removal Soul Retribution. I've been really impressed with Rocantor in the red-blue creature decks. But here we get past Dollhouse of Horrors. It's a very solid rare where you kind of just grind, and then you're left over this dollhouse, and then you make creatures that are infinitely big. Every single one of these is a construct that gets bigger for each construct you have. You don't need to build a construct deck, you build a normal deck. And then you end up having Dollhouse of Horrors. So here, I've been really impressed with Witness the Future. I think with how this deck's going, Ancestor would also be good. But I think it's going to have to just be Imprisonment. It's a solid removal spell in the colors where we are. Any other cards are like replaceable for sure. So, take Imprisonment. Not sure what our second color is. Oh, here's a Paladin. It's a pretty good card. We do have a Lantern though. And Lantern would be good with our Vampire. Retribution is another solid removal spell in the color we are. We're happy with all these picks. I think we're going to take the removal spell. Just to solidify it, this is our colors. Okay, we get past a white-black dual land. Would love to pick that up. It's salad. There's a Valorant stance here. Another really good removal spell in white. So we'll pick that up and really solidify our base color. Or at the very least, what we're hoping to be our base color. So here we might pick up an Efficient. Early on in this format, it's either to Chill the Grave or Efficient, actually. Chill the Grave is also a good card. I think I'm going to go with the Efficient to see what our color is. Or to see what our second color is going to be in like the second pack. Slinger's fine, but it's often a trap card. If this said Vampires instead of Zombies, I'd be more interested. Last Right Flash is pretty good. Hunter's pretty good. I think I'm going to take the Heron of Hope. It's good with the Vampire. It comes down, draws a card, as well as Lifelink. Nothing here is crazy impressive. If we would like to try to be green, Sharpshooter is a good blocker. It does draw with Vampire. It makes the games go longer. The counters go with the Efficient. But Recluse is a pretty good card too. Also, socially, it's not that bad. Although it doesn't trigger with that. We're going to take the Sharpshooter here. And there is Mariner, Evolving Wilds. I think we're going to take Mariner to this pack. Although we could just be like white-blue flyers. Like removal and flyers. We'll often get many of these spirits though. Sure, actually. Let's try that. We have plenty of the Mariners back. Ooh. Getting Cantor back is a little bit crazy. It also triggers off of our vampire as a solid card. Okay, so we don't really know what our second color is yet. We know we're white. Rallier may or may not make the deck. Witness the Future is probably the best card here. So we'll take that. Sure, we'll take our first Throng. Card's good at multiples. Okay, we open up Graph Reaver, not very good in draft. Good in a Braid. There's also a Watcher. Ping small things. Could go with Rider to continue the flying train. I would love to pick up the Braid. But we're not positive we're red. Although Rider is kind of replaceable. It's kind of like okay. I think we're going to pick up the Abrade here. Okay, Infantry, Presence. Yeah, Presence triggers this as well. Vengeance is fine, but a lot of stuff that has 2 powers small as well, so kill our own things. I think we're going to take Infantry. We know we're white. We don't know what our second color is yet. Okay, so now we have a Comber, a Bleed Dry, a Bolt, and an Infantry. All these cards are very good. I think we're far away from the Bleed Dry. I think it's either going to be Bolt or Infantry. I'm leaning toward the Bolt. Like, slow things down, kill things, get our dollhouse going. Okay, a lot of black here. Noticeable. Second Throng. I think second Throng is fine. I think I want to stay out of black. Nothing here, like, is amazing in black. Even Scab's okay. But we're going to take a second Throng. Okay, last right flash, Celebrant, another Spirit. I think here we'll take our first 5-drop and last right flash. The Spirit's fine, but they come back super, super late. So if we want to pick that up, we can do it later. Plenty of 2-drops. Okay, we're definitely in the right colors. A Braid this late is crazy. Infantry this late is crazy. We're not going to be green. I don't think I could sleep that well tonight if I don't take a Braid here. Okay, Flame Breather, Impulse. Efficient's okay. Statue's okay. I think it's Flame Breather. Although it's close. I'm actually gonna go with Impulse. Weaver, Slayer. I'll take Slayer and probably not play it. We'll take... I don't think I really need much of this. Ooh, okay, so Presence is a good one. And Spirit's a fine one. We're not positive we're blue yet. No, we're white. We're gonna try to be red. Sure, I'll take it 1 rescue. I'm not positive I'll play it. Scab. Sure, I'm not positive yet. There's Spirits. Start coming this late. Okay, we're trying to be white-red, and we open a white-red rare. Enters flying, first strike, double strike, death touch, haste, hexproof, indestructible, lifelink, menace. This will come down and create some bloods, basically. That's probably good enough for us to pick it. Our next best card is probably like Geist. And then after, it probably goes First Blood, Geist, then Evolving Wilds. But we'll take you and not be super excited about it. Okay, now we got an Imprisonment. Flasher, Flash, Flame Breather, Geist. That's a solid pack. Positive, I'll play the Impulse. I kind of want to for card advantage, but nothing is guaranteed. Scab, 2 colors is going to be difficult, or two blue. Trying to stay away from the double face, or not double face. The 2 for demand cost in a single color. I'm going to try to be 3 colors. Wouldn't mind more top end. Griff's fine, Retriever's okay. Ghast is fine. I think it's just, I mean, Griff, we don't have any big creatures. Well, just presence, honestly. It makes our small things bigger, and it creates a blocker. Yeah, I need something bigger here. Cavalry's good. Into the Night, Heron of Hope. I'd love like a Minister or something. But it doesn't look like we're gonna be getting that, so we're gonna take the Cavalry. Ooh, but the same thing as a squad bearer. It's so sad. I think I have to take the Minister though. Like, we don't necessarily have a lot of humans. Another Minister. Yeah, I'll take some Ministers. It gets past 2 in a row. Yeah, the card's really, really good. Exactly what we need. So with that, I think I might be able to take the Throngs out because we never got a third one. So here I can take the Gown to make my small things better. I think I will. Flame Breather or a Hope. Let's take another Hope here. I think this way we can just be 2 colors. Here we'll probably take the Spawn. A nice top end. Flame Breather or Lacerate Flash. Probably just Lacerate Flash. And then we're getting toward the end here. We'll take a Rider. A few Hopes, a few Cavalries. Yeah. I think we're on a last thing. Okay. Not positive how this will end up, but I will see you in the first match. I'll let you know if we end up Jeskai or not. Okay, here we are in match number 1. We can keep this hand. We ended up not playing blue. And just being kind of a Boros aggro, like, mostly control, honestly. With Dollhouse as our finisher. So he's probably gonna block one of these, so we'll just presence. Now the question is, do I pump this up and get in for 3? He blocks here. I think I'm just gonna do it on this one. That's probably a bad attack, honestly. Because we could be gaining 2 life a turn and attacking for 3 in the air, like the foreseeable future. I guess that kind of put a damper on it. Sure, let's put this on the minister as well. Double it up, I guess. Quite up, like, you know, putting all your eggs in one basket. Non-attack. I know we're only playing 3 lands, or 16 lands, but we just need to draw 1. Preferably 2, but 1's fine. Last Ray Flash is actually one of our more costly removal spells. Actually, our most expensive removal spells. We have a lot of undercosted ones. Sharpshooter's kind of a brick wall here, which is kind of upsetting. Still no real attacks. Yeah, I kind of regret that trade early on. It seemed like fine, but looking back, not worth it. Having 2 ministers out is just so brutal. Honestly, me drawing my presence is bad as well. I have the ministers and I have the presences in order to create training, basically, in like my entire deck. Very interesting attack here. We'll block. Sure. Finally. Oh, that was a mistake. I'm not going to be attacking with the minister here. Frustrating. Missed a point of damage. There's a non-zero chance we should have just not played these presences yet. This whole lot of attack makes me feel like it was worth it. So here we're going to draw a land, they're going to play a creature. We're going to kill it, and we're going to get in for a lot. While training our cavalry. I was expecting more of like a 4-drop. So here we have a braid. So let's get in. How much does it cost? 2. I think this is all fine. So I'll do this here. Do I want to pay? Yeah, I think so. And here we'll just kill the flyer. Six, 10. We're probably gonna end up having to block next turn, but we do have 2 kill spells. Now that we have the counter on the cavalry, you can block like the infantry. So 11, sure. Okay, finally draw removal spells. So this is going to kill probably just the squad. Now, since we're at 3, we're gonna go to 4. Block. That would be dead, so we're gonna have to say go. Do some unfortunate blocks. Maybe that attack to get the counter on this wasn't worth it. But like, I don't think our blocks were that good either. This is a really awkward game because like Last Right Flesh, like I said, was our worst removal spell. We have 2 Abrades, 3 of the enchantment, 1 of the instant kill attacking creature, and then we have 2 Last Right Fleshes, and we have a bolt as well. Every single one of those would have been better than just drawing 2 fleshes. Obviously this is just semantics at this point, but it's a very awkward draw. I just don't think our deck would produce this kind of awkward draw on a normal basis. Double Minister, double Presence, no actual like middle ground stuff. I guess we drew like infantry. I would love 1 or 2 more infantries in this deck for sure. It's just lethal. Yeah, attack all. Yep, nothing I can do. I feel like I have something in my eye. I just wanted to say that in the last game, what I was trying to explain was putting the counter on that guy probably didn't seem worth it. But I think it was. Because I play to win, I don't play to not lose. So, card is so good against our deck. I don't understand. So good. I'm not going to play this without getting value from it right away. I think we just say go. He plays something. Yeah, hopefully we can kill it. And the next turn we have Welcoming Vampire and Minister. If I could string, like, I understand it to play 2-drop, I get that. If I could, like, you know, like, say, oh, what is the worst sequence of cards to play on 3 and 4? I couldn't think of a worse thing than this, because I can't shoot this. I can't shoot this with a braid. This will get lifelink when it attacks next turn. Like, We're taking 6. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Actually has life link. Okay, the good news is we do have one big removal spell to kill Paladin, but like, that's only okay. Luckily, I mean, we just lost a white-green deck, so we could block the sharpshooter, but I just think that's, like I said, I don't really care about trying to not lose. I want to win. I feel like keeping Vampire in play is a way to win. Sure. Annoying. Double strike. I was gonna say I can probably kill something with a braid, but I can't even do that. So attacking him is pointless. He's gaining a lot of life. Last Right Flesh only can kill one of these guys. Might end up having to set up Dollhouse soon. So it might be chump block with Minister Time. I could Presence to draw a card, but like then I can't Last Right Flesh. I'm pretty dead to this like soon, but it's probably just Last Right Face the Paladin. Because then he can't training. Sure. So Last Right Flesh that. We'll take our beats. Not talking with our Welcoming Vampire. How much am I taking? How much double strike am I taking, sir? Sweet, no training. Taking a lot, but like, could be worse. So now we have a double braid. Dollhouse Presence. So let's start with Presence to draw a card. That still leaves out double braid. Hope is a good one. So we could hope. Hope would gain us 2 life here, and 2's a significant number. Sadly, that would allow a training to happen. He does have mana open, otherwise why didn't he just like flash this in? It's like a little scary. Keeping double braid up is like so playing scared though. Yeah, I'd rather force the issue. Sure. We can get that back with Dollhouse. Okay, so here we do have some good blocks. Kill Heron of Hope, we trade, take some damage. We have Dollhouse plus a braid. Not that amazing. I guess Heron of Hope is probably necessary, so we might just chump block here on the double striker. Take 6. Sure. Perfect. Another creature I can kill with a braid. Okay, so I think it's braid, see if it resolves. Okay. I think we braid again. See if it resolves. Okay, now I can minister. Yeah, still no training, which is good. So do this. I don't think there's anything that'll punish me here, so... Sure. We do have a minister to block. Worst case scenario. Rather keep him alive. Then we have Dollhouse to kind of take over. Okay, still no training, that's good. Why? Like, he must have just drawn it. Like, we have 2 removal spells we can use, but no progressive game plan, so we're gonna look in this. We're gonna keep this and ditch the bolt, because even though it's better the 2, we obviously only have 1 red, so it's gonna be like plains, finally draw a mountain, and the last right flesh is better than bolt. Then we have an infantry to deal with the small stuff. Land me. Don't land. I'm trying to think of what our 5-drops are. 2 last right flashes and one of the 6-mana spell. That's it. Interesting, that's this attack with the infantry. So if we imprison this, you get to hit in for 2 extra damage, but then we can't deal with whatever threat he has afterward. So we're just gonna keep the status quo. We draw another non-land, or another non-land. I want to have a good removal spell. Don't really care about him attacking. I'm the aggressor here. Now, the egg is fine but annoying because I can imprison it, sure, but then he can just stack it even with the imprison under it, so it doesn't actually do anything. Oh, it's a better draw. Though it doesn't really change much. It's not like we have a minister to make it so the infantry can get through. So this coming turn, you should probably sacrifice the egg, flip it, and then we can imprison whatever the egg is. If we draw a land, we can even get lifelink if we need to. Or if we draw a red source, we can lacerate flesh. The scab gonna bounce. Whatever he bounces, we can't really afford. So we're gonna decline this. Can't really afford to put infantry on top. Need to draw red land. Yeah, that'll do. We're just going to lacerate flesh this because we can. We block with either of these? I don't think so, so we're just gonna attack. Yeah, we'll take our 6. We do have Imprisonment versus Scab. We also have Lifelink to gain 3. Him not doing anything there is a little bit sketchy because that means he probably has a removal spell. Even so, I still think it might be Imprisonment this turn. Do we force the issue? I think he has the draw spell. Either has a murder card that costs 4, which is fine, right? So we do this. If he murders it in response, then we just imprison this. Chill. Sure. It's essentially the same thing, probably a little worse. So I definitely should have done that in combat then. That shows like the one situation where that was not good. So we're gonna... No, we're still gonna attack here. We're probably gonna end up playing the Recantor. Because we're not dead and blue-black doesn't play pump spells, so... Fine. Looks like it could be a counter, the 3-mana counter. Sure. We're gonna go to 2. Not gonna be able to do the Heron of Hope. Gonna block and kill one next turn. Okay. I forgot that card existed, so he does have reach. Okay, so we made one misplay there that ended up not mattering because we would have probably played the Recantor anyway. Because we needed the ping. I don't know. That was a close one. I'm very surprised we ended up 0-3ing there with how much removal we have. I guess we probably should have imprisoned that 5-drop as soon as we saw it and stopped taking some damage. I never really felt like threatened though. I guess because I felt like, oh, we're gonna gain some life, but we ended up not. Man, I really want to take this deck and keep going because like I think this deck could get to 7 wins. I just think that I piloted it bad or something. I don't know. The first 2 games felt like... The very first game felt like really weird with just like, oh, Minister presence, like my setup cards and on my payoffs. And the third game felt like we're totally fine here. There's no pressure. We're totally good. And then we just died. Like a weird counter here, a chill the grave there, and we just died. So I only felt like match number 2 was even a match. And that's the game that we had like double Lacerate Flesh in hand instead of our other removal spells. That was just a weird run. I'm gonna do another one today because I feel good. I feel good about this deck. I don't know. I think, like, if I could change one thing, I think I would do this. Just do 9/7, guarantee a red, because we had that one time we had Bolt we couldn't even do. But it's not like that really came up, right? Bolt wouldn't have changed anything. Yeah, if I made any egregious misplays, do let me know. That one time I didn't block. That was the one misplay I was thinking about. I think that was match number 2, right? I think that was like an easy win for us, and we just like didn't block. But apart from that, I don't know. But anyway, I will catch you in the next one. It'll be up today as well. But yeah, take care and catch you later.